when they announced Inside Out 2 and released the trailer, the movie was one movie that I felt very excited and curious about because the Inside Out movie, the first one, was good enough as a standalone Pixar movie. But I guess they wanted to explore new things of how Riley would go when she gets older, and where in this movie she'll become a teenager. And I think that's kind of an interesting idea. And so today I want this June until the 14th when Inside Out 2 comes out. I want to do something similar I did with Wish, where it's like watch and review a movie and one extra show for its excitement and journey to it. And this one, it will be the journey to Inside Out 2. Begin the intro.
Orange? Who made the console orange?
Do I look orange?
I didn't touch it.
Orange is not my color.
Not me.
Hello? Ah! Oh my gosh, I'm anxiety. Where can I put my stuff?
A new emotion. Wow.
Oh, I'm sorry. We wanted to make such a good first impression.
What do you mean, we?
So, Cars 3. So, the guest standalone sequel to Cars 2, but like the true sequel to Cars. This has always been my favorite out of the three movies because of how unique it is in terms of how the story goes. Which is that Lane McQueen having some problems while racing. One, Jackson Storm, who is extremely fast and faster than McQueen. And then while racing, McQueen crashed, which caused him to retire from racing for a while until he decided to go to Florida to have some more racing training until he finds Cruz Ramirez, who becomes his trainer. And Lane McQueen teaches Cruz how to race, and they do it in several ways. They go to the beach, they go to Thunder Hollow, and they meet up with Stinky. And they made several races trainings until Cruz made it. And will McQueen be Jackson Storm or not? The reason I really enjoyed this film because it marks the return of racing after the espionage in Cars 2. And also, visually, the film looks slightly better. It has a little more stylish tone to it than the Cars 2, despite a lot of colorfulness to it. And Lane McQueen's design is now redesigned several times. One, the first time, like traditional Lane McQueen, then the gray Lane McQueen, then the shiny red Lane McQueen, then the third Thunder Hollow version of the character, and then the fabulous Lightning McQueen. So he has a bunch of awesome and very interesting changes in this design, which is crazy to know about, to see Lightning McQueen happen too. And Cruz Ramirez makes for a very decent trainer where she idolizes McQueen, and she wants to be a racer, but at first McQueen had a hard time with her, but then the more she gets better at racing, the better they okay with each other. And the other Cars characters from the previous movies are just supporting characters, so they're fine enough. So Stinky and Mr. Spencer are fine enough too. And Jackson Storm, I think he's like pretty much Chuck Hicks, but more intimidating than just silly and more villainous, especially when he was threatening Cruz Ramirez at halfway through at the end of the movie. You know what I mean? I won't give away what it is. But Jackson Storm is fine too. And the final race was an interesting one where at the one half there's this race that's traditional like cars, and the other one where they do a switch up, if you know what I mean. um, I do like the music that they use both in the opening and the end credits. It really still has the music that these Cars movies had with awesome rock music. Um, and still voice acting is pretty good from Owen Wilson and the other person who voiced Cruz Ramirez and Jackson Storm. Though Michael Keane does not reprise his role as Chick Hicks, but appears briefly in the movie. And the Founder Hollow sequence was pretty crazy in terms of where McQueen on a dirt disguise tries to run away from the crazy cars, and Chris Ramirez being stuck in it while a school bus was going to destroy them both until McQueen finished and until Cruz wins the race. And I do appreciate the Mater's call sequence that have in the middle and the end credits. That was kind of humorous. Yeah, that's all I can say about Cars 3.